Hey everybody, welcome back. When you first start miniature painting, there's so much to learn. You get started with all these techniques. There's washes and dry brushing and then layering, and it's so easy to actually improve and move forward as you're going through all these techniques. Eventually, you hit a plateau. I am sharing with you my 3 tips that help me get onto the next level. And the best part of all, they're free! Okay, so maybe not exactly, but when you hear what they are, you're gonna know that the cost is so minimal, it might as well be free. So we're gonna say free. So let's get started. Tool number 1, yes, it is paper towel. Practically free. We all have it. You don't have it, napkin, some such. And you can fold this up nicely. This is, I learned this from Sergio Calvo. I was part of his Patreon for a while. And then this makes a perfect little wet bed. The best part is, as you're about to paint, you can take your brush and wipe it on the paper towel to get off all that excess and to remake the point of your brush so you always have that really sharp point. So paper towel is not just for cleaning your brushes. You use it in between as well, and it works so good to get all that fine detail and allows you to use bigger brushes because you're using the tip. And since you're reforming the tip on the paper towel, you're keeping that sharp tip so you can get into all the details with the larger brush, which holds more paint, which means less dry time, less of the paint drying on the brush while you're trying to paint, so you have to refill it less. And it makes so many other techniques so much easier. I will never paint without paper towel next to me. That's it, paper towel. Get some, use some. The link is in the description below if you want to get any for yourself, as well as the different options if you choose to support the channel. Number 2, good old-fashioned H2O. Water. Again, not free. You do have to pay your water bill, but you're doing that anyway, so seriously, you've got water. Maybe, okay, I can only speak to America. I've never been out of the States so far, but I'm pretty sure water's pretty much accessible to anyone who's watching YouTube, so I'm going to feel safe saying that. Water. Water is not only good and important for thinning your paints, but for manipulating your paints. So with water, we're able to, of course, dampen our brushes. We're able to thin our paints to a nice layer consistency. We're able to go further and thin it to a glaze consistency, which is even thinner. And we can take it even further and make our own washes with just water. That in and of itself only helped so far. Really helped with the glazing, but I struggled with glazing for a long time. But the most important thing is, if you have more water on your brush, you can actually get thinner lines. You can actually be more precise. Sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it really works. I always struggle with thin lines, and I was able to, once I learned how to actually hold more water in the brush, than I normally would, suddenly it became easy. And I could get razor thin lines. So definitely go crazy with your water. I mean, to an extent. But learn how to use that with your paints. It is very much worth it. Number 3, this is the one that is absolutely free. Nobody will argue with that. That is your eyes. Yes, you see your model. So if you see a flaw in the paint job, you can fix it. But moreover, what you can do is use your eyes to look at the painters you want to emulate. Those figures that, oh, I wish I could paint like that. I wish I could get that result. Use your eyes. Look at it. Study it. Where do the highlights go? Where do the shadows go? And that's the part you really need to take away. So when you're evaluating other people's paint jobs, look at it from, what can I get out of this? How can I make mine match? And your eyes are going to tell you so much more than anything else. So do not just pass it over. Really look at these things, and not just minis. Reference photos. Really evaluate, okay, is that white actually a pure white, or is that more of a gray shade? Or maybe it's more of a really, really light beige shade. You know, really figure it out. Where am I going with this? In the shadows on the black, is that really, you know, a true black, or does it lean more blue? Does it lean more black, or does it lean more brown maybe? That's an underutilized one, that sometimes you'll see something in a black shadow where it actually has more of a brown tint than blue. So rather than just always reaching for your blue to offset, you know, your black, maybe try something else, but with a reference photo, so you know you're getting a result that you like. Your eyes can tell you so much. So you definitely need to use them and learn when they're tricking you, because that is one thing that our eyes can also do. And that actually gives you a benefit. If you can trick your eye into thinking something, then you can kind of hide some flaws with that. But not only that, you can use that to your advantage. But you want to beware. A lot of times, when I was first starting out, especially with commissions, I would take photos of the model, obviously to send to the buyers for approval before I shipped them. But I would see so much my eye would miss. The camera eye doesn't lie, but your eye itself will. And if you can get it right with camera eye, getting around that trick of your eye, you'll actually improve quite a bit more. So know when your eye is tricking you, and when you're actually seeing the actual thing you're trying to paint, and utilize your eyes that way. So that's it. 3 free tools, or at least practically free tools, that really made the biggest difference. I could not have gotten the improvement that I have over the years without mastering those 3 items. You know, really knowing how to use them and how it all works together. And eventually, it just comes together seamlessly. All the techniques you learn, all the tricks and tools, and you can just paint and always get a result that you're going to be happy with. So you can get there. You will get there. Keep going. It'll be great. And enjoy the process along the way. I hope this helped. If you got something out of it, please give me a like, maybe a subscribe. That would be awesome. Definitely helps me out. If you have any other questions or any tips of your own, please put those in the comments so that we can all benefit and learn together. I certainly have more to learn, so I'm going to keep working on that while keep helping you learn more as well. So until next time, have fun and keep creating. These awesome Labyrinth Chibi miniatures are from Impact Miniatures. You'll be able to see them on display at conventions for the 2024 season.